Have you ever failed before? Do you let yourself fail? What did you do when you failed? Let's talk about what just happened. Hello, hello. Let's talk about failing. Everyone's favorite subject, right? No one wants to fail. Sometimes you don't even think it's an option. And the cliche thing is, you do learn the most when you fail. And I hate to say that I think that's true. Kind of like another cliche saying that I used to hate that is totally true. When people talk to you about getting married or when you meet the right person and they go, oh, it'll happen when you least expect it. I was like, what? And then, or when they say, oh, you'll know when you know. I'm just like, what? I can't even wrap my mind around that. And guess what? Now I'm telling people that because it's true. Oh my goodness, I am. I mean, it's funny. But back to when you fail and you learn a lot. This is true. So I'm going to tell you a little story about what just happened. Have you ever gotten one of those IVs? And yes, I mean, obviously it works when you're hungover. Please, I know. But I mean, to support you to get vitamins, hydrate, if you're traveling a lot, not just because you're hungover. Well, I've been healing my body from some gut issues and some other stuff that was going on. And I found IV therapy really helpful for me to be able to keep performing at a high level and, keep grinding myself into the ground that we try not to do. And I preach not to do. And I have to check myself every once in a while or my body checks me. So, love this girl. She was over. Her and I have gotten tight. I love hearing about her love life, and she asked me advice, and she's an incredible nurse, and we just shoot the shit, talk the talk. She hangs out with Hayward. One of the things I do in that bag is some NAD, which if y'all haven't tried that yet, it's kind of a newer hype, but I did notice an incredible difference with my stomach issues. Now, this is not me giving you medical advice or anything. This is just me telling a story. But the thing is, when you do NAD through an IV, you get like flu-like symptoms. So a lot of people I've talked to have different symptoms. Like some people feel like they're nauseous. Some people have thrown up. Some people have body aches, headaches. I sneeze and I get congestion and I feel like I'm going to, exhale out of my butthole and shit. Instead of inhale into your butthole, I feel like I'm going to exhale. It hasn't happened. But it comes in waves too. It doesn't stay constantly. But afterwards you feel really good. Anyways, my veins in school were difficult when people were poking me. So I always have had trouble with it. But this girl never has missed. She's incredible. She's great. It feels good. Guess what? She missed last night. 3 times maybe? I can take needles. I needle people. So I have to be able to take it. That's my rationale. And I was like, you're not going to try one more time? And oh man, she was shook. She was upset. She was mad. She's like, this has never happened to me. I've been a nurse for, I forget how many years. Not once. I've been in the ER, the ICU. I've never missed. And I'm like, calm down. It's okay. And she's like, no, this is not. I mean, very, very upset, which I totally respected and understood because in my job too, I mean, to me, that's unacceptable. You step up, you show up. But what I loved is she was honest of hey, I'm sorry I keep missing because I don't know if I would have really known. She could have just probably let it drip. I wouldn't have known. Yes, I would have, but you know what I mean. And I just love, you could tell the passion in her eyes. She cared so much about her job and about taking pride in her work, which I feel like we lose a little bit these days, no matter what you do, whether you're bartending, doctoring, singing, training horses, selling something. I feel like people are looking at more of a paycheck instead of taking pride in their work and showing up, even if you're going to fail. And I was super calm and I was like, I don't care. I really don't care. And she's like, oh, I care. And I was like, that's good. That's good. And she's like, I understand if you tell them you don't want me to come anymore and you don't ever want to use me again. And I was like, no. Because she was like, I have to come back because I don't want to stick you anymore. And, once you get in a tizzy, which I fully understand, it's hard to come down off that really quick. She's like, that's just too much poking. And I said, no, you're coming back. You're going to do it whenever we figure out another time that's available. And she goes, I'll come at 4 a.m. I'll come at whenever you want. I was like, yeah, you're going to overcome this fear and you're going to get it. You've gotten me so many times. This is just a fluke. And it's probably my fault. I'm probably dehydrated. But that is something that happened recently that I was thinking, failing. That's when you're able to grow and learn more. And even with you're fixing your pain, you go somewhere and you're like, God, that didn't help, or that made me worse. Don't stop there. Don't give up. Try somewhere else. Try a different modality. If you're doing a workout and you haven't lost weight, do you just give up? Well, a lot of people do. No, there might be another issue going on. There might be something hormonally. You might be injured. You might need to get that rehabbed. There's just so many things that if you hit a stopping point or quote unquote failure point, that's not it for you. That's just a stepping stone to switch directions. I need to think of a better analogy for that. So DM me at Dr. Audrey Lance if you have a better analogy. But you got this. You can do it. I know if you're a little stressed out right now, I got the perfect thing for you. Destress in 20 at mytrainingroom.co will totally relax you. All my athletes, celebrities, we do like one move from it as part of their treatment sometimes. And they're like, oh my God, this is so relaxing. And my body feels so good. You don't even have to do the full 20. Just pick one. So you can go and grab that at mytrainingroom.co. It's $39 for a limited time, which is amazing and a gift. So have a good day. Don't be scared to fail. You got this.